Hello, my name is Natasha Sillo Santos, and in this video I'm going to talk about mucosal neuroma. First, the definition. Mucosal neuroma is a benign tumor of nerve tissue commonly found in the tongue, lips, or in the gastrointestinal tract. Mucosal neuromas are a characteristic feature of multiple endocrine neoplasia type 2B, also known as MEN3, which is a hereditary syndrome associated with the development of medullary thyroid cancer.
Hi, I'm Casey Tamanik, and I have what's called mucosal neuroma, and it is a syndrome that causes extra bone growth and extra growth of cells on different parts of my body.
Hi, I'm Sarah Strop, and I am Casey Tamanik's mom. When he was 2, he started growing some extra cells on the left side of his tongue. We had 4 different specialists look at him throughout Denver, and they really never could figure out what was going on and why the extra production was there. He has had many medical conditions since the day he was born, but the one that has had the most scare throughout his lifetime, he was finally diagnosed when he was 11. We started trying to figure out what was different about him when he was probably about 2 years old.
I have like extra cells in my lip, and it makes it a little bit more enlarged than the other side of my face. I also have like some bumps on my tongue that don't affect me really, but it's just extra growth. I've had multiple surgeries because of my mucosal neuroma. I've had 2 different tongue surgeries. On the first one, they lasered off the full top of my tongue, and then on my second surgery, they cut off a third of the left side of my tongue. I've also had ear reconstruction surgery on the left side. I have traveled everywhere from Denver to the Mayo's Clinic in Minnesota.
The report came back saying that he had MENS 2B, which is multiple endocrine neoplasia type 2B with mucosal neuroma. They gave us 3 days to get to Minnesota to be able to have the doctors there do more research on Casey's condition.
There was periods of time when I had to wait to find out if I had cancer or other types of syndromes.
When we got to Minnesota, we had very good news because they diagnosed him with only the mucosal neuroma, which at that point in time, which was 10 years ago, he was one of 5 people that had been diagnosed with only the mucosal neuroma. However, it was a little bit different to think that you had a child that there was 1 in 5 people in the world that had been diagnosed at that point in time. Casey has brought so much joy into the world, and we are thankful for every day that we have with him, and realize that everyone has something that could change their lives forever.
There they are.
Say an E.
Okay, good.
Again, E. Again.
E.
And then alternate between an E and a sniff. E.
E. E. E.
And then E.
E.
Applications in medicine. Mucosal neuroma is the most characteristic clinical phenotype and the earliest sign of MEN2B. Mucosal neuroma generally develops in the lips, tongue, buccal mucosa, or less commonly in the palate, intestinal mucous membrane, and conjunctiva.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach you how to remember MEN syndromes, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndromes, once and for all. Okay, so basically there are 3 types of MEN syndromes: MEN1, MEN2A and MEN2B. I'll deal one by one. MEN1 syndrome, also known as Wermer's syndrome. MEN1 syndrome has 3 components, which starts with 3 P's, and the organ of interest are pituitary gland in head, parathyroid in the neck, and pancreas in abdomen. So the three P's stand for pituitary adenoma, parathyroid hyperplasia, and pancreatic tumors. Men 1 syndrome, 3 P's, pituitary, parathyroid, and pancreatic tumors. Simple. Coming to men 2A and men 2B. Men 2A is also known as Sippel syndrome. Remember, men 2A and men 2B have two things in common. One is medullary carcinoma of thyroid and one more is pheochromocytoma. So the two organs of interest are thyroid and adrenal gland. And the two letters M and P, medullary carcinoma of thyroid and pheochromocytoma. As I said, medullary carcinoma of thyroid and pheochromocytoma are the two components you should remember in men 2A and men 2B. But what differentiates is parathyroid hyperplasia in men 2A. Remember, in men 1 also we have parathyroid hyperplasia and men 2A also we have parathyroid hyperplasia. But in men 2B we have two other external features and they start with letter M. Mucosal neuromas and Marfanoid habitus. So, as I said, men 2A and men 2B have two things in common, medullary carcinoma of thyroid and pheochromocytoma, and the differentiating feature being parathyroid hyperplasia in men 2A and mucosal neuromas and Marfanoid habitus in men 2B. I'll summarize. Men 1 has 3 P's, pituitary adenoma, parathyroid hyperplasia, and pancreatic tumors, whereas men 2A and men 2B has two things in common, as I said, medullary carcinoma of thyroid and pheochromocytoma, whereas parathyroid hyperplasia is in 2A, mucosal neuromas and Marfanoid habitus are present in 2B. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel Medical Maniacs for more such videos.
Pros and cons. Pros. These tumors are symptomatic with self-limited and with no problem during treatment. They can be removed surgically. Men 2V may be identified in infancy or early childhood. Cons. Mucosal laryngeal neuromas can show up as lesions that can potentially compromise the airway. These neuromas can ulcerate and bleed, which can be deadly to the patient. Mucosal neuromas may interfere with proper adhesion of dentures.
Hey guys, welcome to another mnemonic video. Today I have made 3 pictures to simplify different types of Main syndrome or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome. In the very first picture, you can see 3 men standing on 3 separate M. So main type 3 contains 3 M. First M is medullary thyroid carcinoma, second M is medulla of adrenal, which actually means tumor of the adrenal medulla, also called pheochromocytoma, and third one is mucosal neuroma. Come to the second picture. 2 men standing on separate M and there is a P instead of M. So main 2 contains 2 M and 1 P. 2 M are medullary thyroid carcinoma and pheochromocytoma. And P stands for parathyroid hyperplasia. Third picture is for main 1. One man standing on a P and holding 2P in his hands. So main 1 contains 3P. Pituitary tumor, pancreas tumors like insulinoma and gastrinoma, and parathyroid hyperplasia. That's all guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Issue upon an eclair. The epidemiology of men 2B is unknown. The prevalence of all men 2 cases is 1 in 35,000. The prevalence of men 2B is estimated as between 1 in 600,000 to 1 in 4 million, but no figures exist. The annual incidence has been estimated at 4 per 100 million per year. In Ecuador, there is no exact information about this disease.
Welcome back. In this video, I'll be teaching you my way of remembering the multiple endocrine neoplasms and their specific genes and symptoms. So MEN1 is associated with parathyroid adenomas and pituitary adenomas and GI tumors. And remember that MEN1 is associated with chromosome 11, so 1 for 1. MEN2 has two parts, A and B. MEN2A is associated with parathyroid hyperplasia, not adenoma, plus thyroid medullary cancer, which is C-cell cancer, and pheochromocytoma. And it's associated with RET gene. Finally, MEN2B is associated with neuromas, plus thyroid medullary cancer, and pheochromocytoma as well. And it's associated with the gene RET and with Marfan syndrome. Also, it's important to know that all MEN mutations are autosomal dominant.
Conclusions. All MEN2B cases are new mutations with no positive family history, and all of them present classically with MTC, Marfanoid body habitus, and mucosal neuromas. About half of the cases are inherited from a parent as an autosomal dominant trait. The other half appear to be spontaneous mutations, usually arising in the paternal ally, particularly from the older fathers. Although the neuromas, the facial characteristic, and the gastrointestinal disorders are present at an early age, the syndrome may not be recognized until medullary thyroid carcinoma or pheochromocytoma manifests in later life. Thank you so much.